Mohak Pachesia, founder of Technically Sorted. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about mental associations with past market movements. Now, as a part of trading psychology, this little subtopic seems to be very easily understood. And as usual, if you are new to this YouTube channel, please go and press the subscribe button below. Go to www.technicallysorted.com, go to the description box and check out our other social media handles. Coming back to the topic of understanding the associations a novice trader tends to make with the past market movements. You see, for example, on a particular day, if I remind you of an old song you used to love very much, say for example, you were in school or in college and you heard a romantic song and you were in love with someone. And whenever you listen to that song associated back then with that particular person, and then 10 years later, I show you that this is a song and I play it for you, and your mind automatically goes back to that time and that phase and that era, and you say, okay, I remember this song, and it gives me those same kind of feelings. Now what is exactly happening over here is that your logical mind and your senses are listening to the song. You're being able to listen to the lyrics, the music, and everything exactly the same. Even if it's a different new version of a song, you will go back to that association. And once you listen to that song, something in your mind clicks. Or for example, if you're driving your car and you pass by this ice cream parlor, and this is the ice cream parlor where you and your friends went 3 months back, and you guys had like a lovely time. And then when you pass by, and your smile comes across your face because you saw that ice cream parlor. There is a mental association out there. Similarly, while people are trading, and this is why trading psychology is so important, so that you can identify these things. I hope you clearly understand what I'm trying to say. When you are trading in the markets, some of you may consciously still be able to reflect, but for some of you it will be a little more deep thinking to actually get to know what is happening, because you are acting so automatically, acting so unconsciously. When you are looking at the markets move, a lot of times people don't take one trade individually and that it is absolutely indifferent to what happened in some other trade. They tend to associate certain things which are inherent and latent in their mind and in their emotions with a current trade going on. So, if the market price movement is in an uptrend and a novice trader or beginner trader who is ending up this mistake of associating goes long in the market, participating in an uptrend, the market moves up and then there is a mild correction in the market. Once the mild correction is there, one tends to get frozen in fear and say that, okay, I'm going to square up this trade. I don't want to lose the money I'm already making. After a few minutes, the market starts going up, way beyond even where it stopped earlier. And the person is saying, oh my God, what did I do? What that person actually may be doing is that he or she may have taken a trade, maybe yesterday or maybe a day before, something that is an association fresh in their minds. And in that particular trade, they must have seen the market go in their direction. And after a point, the market stopped going in that direction, they did not book the profits and it turned around completely. Now this mental association of a previous trade and what could have happened again this time made them strongly believe that the correction right now is a place where you want to exit. And through that emotional association, what they're actually going is they're scratching off the trade prematurely. They thought that the price will go from point A to point B. It did ultimately go from point A to point B. And the mild correction in between, or the mild sideways movement also in between sometimes, has taken them out. Now, a lot of these associations are emotional in nature with regards to the recent trades. Some may be the opposite kind, like somebody may have made a lot of money in market today And people don't understand this individuality and the tone of a particular day sometimes. So they go and make money on a wildly trending day where the market is given one-sided moves and it was this easy to make money. It's good. It's good. But the next day they come with a lot of heat in their bodies and say, okay, today also the market will give me money. And these are unrealistic expectations sometimes, because the kind of movement that happened yesterday may not follow today morning, the next day itself. And this is why the market volatility also tends to kind of expand and contract. An important thing in technical analysis is to understand that the volatility tends to expand and contract at different times. So these associations which are made with the recent past also, as I said, in behavioral finance you've got recency bias, representativeness bias, etc., which resonate with the idea of association and cognitive dissonance. What tends to happen is that they are too attached to the feelings of past or the plans of the future. Some may associate with the current price market movement with their personal belongings, desires and things like that. They may say, okay fine, I've got 1 lakh rupees in my account. I'm standing on a profit of 10,000 rupees. I target to make 12,000 rupees today. And because they're so attached to that number, they might associate any movement in the market wanting to give them that number. Some people may say that, okay, I'm going to take my entire family to the water park tomorrow. I'm going to be spending 5,000 rupees. So I'm going to go and make money in the markets 5,000 rupees. They're associating with the emotional desires. Some people associate the market price movement through the idea of technical analysis also, where they don't understand the idea of technical analysis is not about superimposing one chart on another. Technical analysis is about understanding that yes, markets are probabilistic in nature. And amongst all the random movements, there are places where you find similarities. But this does not mean that if I go long on a stock today on the basis of technical analysis, it might just go, one-sided up. On another day, it actually might, this means that it actually might go up, but it might go in a way which is subdivided, slow movement. And I cannot afford to associate my feelings with a past trade connected with the trade right now. This would be detrimental. And this tends to happen with a lot of people who are facing troubles with their trading psychology. So if you are one of those persons who is going and associating either their emotions or their past market experience with a current trade, please understand, if you lost some money and you found finally a good trade in the second half of the market and it is trending and you just exit prematurely because you just wanted to make up those losses for the day, and you realize that you missed on a very big trade and capitalizing on the bigger parts of the move, there is something wrong. If you are one of those persons, there is something you need to change. You can do that. You can do that by working on your trading psychology, by having a more heightened sense of awareness and being able to attach rules, with your trading behavior. If you are able to do that, you're going to let these emotions, associations, either mental or emotional, these associations separate from you. And then it will create a big positive impact on your trading. So thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. This was about associations, and I'm going to come up with some other interesting videos, many interesting videos in fact. I will see you in another video. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye bye and enjoy.